Good morning and welcome to the Going for Two live show for Sunday morning. It's our start show. We are glad that you are here. My name is Topher Kurt, but you can call me Topher. I'm here with my co-host, Jamie. Jamie, how are we doing this morning?
I'm confused. I'm not fully with it yet, but I'll get there.
Yeah. So, Jamie, that's called being a Browns fan. You
Yeah.
live in delusion. And then from there, you just continue to stay in that delusion until someone comes and saves you. And I don't think anybody's going to come save you at this point. So,
Yeah, well, you got to admit, I am the most non delusional Browns fan because I know that we suck. And I admit it.
I mean, it would be very hard for a Browns fan to not admit how bad they are. Like that would be the definition of most delusional. It's right now I feel like like a most delusional fan base would be, the Minnesota Vikings. Hold on. J-Man coming in here wearing an Iowa shirt talking crap is hilarious. Isn't your logo a Cleveland Brown dog? Browns Nation? Okay, that's also what I call what happens on the toilet, my Browns Nation. Okay, so you can commentate, J-Man. Also, Iowa kicked butt this weekend. They made Nebraska look like the Cleveland Browns. So, so I don't know where you're from or what team you like that is against the Iowa Hawkeyes, but I feel sorry for you because you're probably wrong. So make sure you're asking us your start sit questions, asking us what you need help with. We are more than glad to help. Oh, the guy talking crap is from Nebraska. He has the audacity to come in here.
But you're not from Nebraska.
Or he's a fan of Nebraska, whatever it is. Okay, so the Buckeyes own Iowa. Yes, they own everybody, and we all know this. Like that's not a part of the conversation here. If you're a Nebraska fan and you're coming in here talking crap, whew, that's on you, Bucko. That is on you. So, yeah, please come in. Ask us your start sit questions. We're getting close to playoff time.
Yes. Yep.
Well, yeah, they can't even teach you in Nebraska how to spell well. So, literally the word or well in general. You spells good.
Well, that's like emphasizing the E. Well.
I'm very aware. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of, understanding that. Okay, let's see. Question for you. Do you start Wan'Dale Robinson against New England? BTJ against Tennessee? DK against Jacksonville? Or Pierce against Houston?
I'm
Half point.
I'm going Wan'Dale.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I got him top 20 this week.
Would you have put who would you have put higher before the game? Watson or Wan'Dale?
Wan'Dale.
Wan'Dale?
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Because I had that choice and I switched out Watson at the last moment. So, but yeah. I've got Wan'Dale at 24. So I figured
I figured that would higher.
I figured that would be I've got him that low because they're playing New England and Christian Gonzalez. That's why.
Yeah, but Gonzalez doesn't go in the slot. He's usually on the outside. I know Wan'Dale plays, like 65% in the slot.
You know what? That's very fair.
All
Do you
right,
have
so
any? Do you have any questions or
yeah,
bets or anything?
I'm going through them right now. I'm running way behind today. I got Dart or Brissett. That's a good one. I'm actually leaning Brissett
Dart
on that.
or Brissett? I lean Brissett too.
Yeah, like I have them back to back, and I actually have Dart one spot higher. But if I mean my lineup, I'm going to start Brissett.
Yeah, I have Brissett at 12, Dart at 14. But I Dart that low because he's coming back
Yeah,
and they're playing New England, who's got a
that
pretty darn
and
good secondary.
if the Giants were smart, they would kind of limit his running just to keep him from getting another concussion. But I don't know if the Giants are that smart.
Well, we never know. Ryan, still live in your guillotine league. Do you sit
Nice.
Jefferson in favor of Wandale, Diggs, or Walker this week? I would sit him in favor of all three of those.
Man, that is so tough. Like it's Justin Jefferson, and I usually have him in my top 5. I have him at like 26, 27 this week, and that was below Christian Watson going in to the game. So yeah, I'm sitting Jefferson.
Yeah, I have, especially against that Seattle secondary with Max Brosner. What is it? Bowser? I don't know what
Yeah,
his
I know
last
what you're
name.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got Justin Jefferson at 35 this week.
So you're a little bit lower. But yeah,
Yeah.
I do have Diggs higher.
I have Diggs at 14 and Wandale at 24.
Okay, I got Wandale 19, Diggs 23.
I just think that secondary for the Giants isn't great. And Drake May has passed for 250 yards or let me pull it up real quick because his average over the past few weeks of yardage is crazy. So, yeah, over the past 5 weeks, his lowest yardage in a game was 259. Since week 5, he has had one game below 259 passing yards. He's actually only had 2 games. Let me look big picture. He's only had 3 games this season below 259 passing yards. That has to go somewhere, especially against the Giants. Please.
Yeah. So if anything, I'd be deciding between Jefferson and Walker. I got them super close, but I do have Walker a little bit higher, a couple more points. Like I think I got them both for like 12, but Walker's like 12.4.
Yeah, and let's see. Minnesota is ranked 20th against the running back, but the last couple weeks they've been lit up. So week 10, Derrick Henry had 75 yards. Week 11, DeAndre Swift had 90. Week 12, Emmanuel Wilson had 107. Week 9, they stopped the line somehow, but then week 8, Konami Vidal had 117. Like they're I'm going Diggs. Diggs, Wandale Walker is my
Yeah,
order.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. J-Man. Full point PPR with QB Superflex, Stroud or Tua.
Ooh, that's tough. I think I got them right back to back and exactly the same. Yeah, I got them.
That's super helpful.
Yeah, I got them at 19 and 20, both at like around 16 points each. Now, if I had to choose between one, I think I'm gonna go Stroud just because Tua. Man, but no, hold on. Let me rethink that because I do like Tua. I was reading Kyle's goal line guide, and they are a pass heavy at the goal line. Like 63% of their touchdowns, I believe, go for passing.
Which is ridiculous because we have because we have because they have A-Chain.
Yeah, well, A-Chain's also involved in the passing, so that does help him. So I am betting an A-Chain touchdown, and it is most likely probably going to be through the air. But yardage-wise, man, let me look at the opponents. Let's see, they're playing Indy. Indy allows way more yards than the Saints. And that's usually just because the Saints suck so bad that they're running the ball.
Okay, so I'm looking right here. Tua has had one viable fantasy week, and that's when he went 205 yards and 4 touchdowns against Atlanta since week 6. He's only had 3 games above 200 passing yards. 2 of those were each 205 yards. His highest rushing total in the season is 10 yards. He's not rushing anything. He's only had 2 games with more than 2 passing touchdowns. CJ Stroud gives you a much higher rushing floor. He's around the high 20s almost every week, low 30s for rushing stats alone. If you're looking at what he can do passing wise, he has had 205 passing yards in 5 of his 7 games that he started. I don't think it's even a question.
So you're going Stroud?
Oh, Stroud, easily.
Okay. I can get behind that. Like I said, I have them exactly even. But when I have a close situation like this, I usually default to this guy named Jeff Bell. I don't know if you know him over at Football Guys.
Dude, I love Jeff Bell.
He's one of my favorites. I get emails from him all the time, but he just updated his rankings about 19 minutes ago, and I see he has Tua at 21 and Stroud at 24. So again, super close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Tua.
Yeah.
Man, but that is like a coin flip, bro. So
to me, it's not a coin flip. Let's keep these going though, because we are getting more and more comments, which is great, and we want to keep people involved. Roger, thank you for being here week in, week out. Full PPR, Justin Jefferson or Diggs? We actually just talked about this like 5 minutes ago, so it's a great question. But we're definitely going Stephon Diggs here. Like I've got Diggs at 14, Jefferson at 35. I don't trust. It's not that I don't trust Justin Jefferson. I don't trust the Vikings right now. I don't trust their passing attack, even with another rookie quarterback. You know, I'm just Diggs plays against a very leaky Giants secondary. Giants give up the 5th most points to the wide receiver position on the season. So,
I got him closer than you, but I am also leading Diggs. I did see someone put J.J. McCarthy's stats up against Jamarcus Russell's stats, and Jamarcus Russell blows him away. And he was considered the biggest bust in NFL history, right? So we might be giving that honor to J.J. McCarthy soon if he doesn't step up.
Yeah, that's not an honor that I would want on my personal record, but here we are. Here we go. Brain burst. Toph, am I allowed to hand my team over to Justin and Zach in our guillotine challenge league? I mean, if they want to manage it instead of you because you're scared of losing to me, that's totally fine. You do you, Bill. But in our guillotine challenge league, I am screwed this week, barring something tremendous happening. It is bad. I have got DeAndre Swift on my bench and started Zay Flowers.
Oh,
so
damn. Yeah.
That is quite literally a 23.5 point difference right there. I started Kenny Gainwell over DeAndre Swift.
Oh, man.
But I feel like that you never know you didn't know what's going to happen with Swift.
I benched him.
The one guy was getting more. Yeah. So so this could definitely be my downfall. But you can give it to Zach, Justin, and Zach. Maybe wait until after this week so then they can't claim that they beat me. Okay, Roger. Here we go. Full point PPR. Need one wide receiver and one flex. Waddle, Dowdle, Tataroa, or McMillan.
Yeah, that's weird.
Roger, if you could clarify that. Because they're the Tataroa and McMillan are the same person.
Well, it's definitely Waddle. Waddle is a must play this week.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of a must play every single week.
So for me, it's between Dowdle and both Tets. But you can only play one Tet. I think I'm going to lean Tet, man, because they're going against the Rams. They're going to need to throw. They're going to be down by 2-3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and the Rams give up the second least amount of points to the fantasy points to the running back. They have only since week 5, they've only had one rusher get 70 yards or more against them, rushing wise. And so they even held CMC to 30 yards the first time that they played. The second time, 12 attempts for 30 yards. First time they played, CMC was 22 attempts, 57 rushing yards. Did he go off receiving wise? Yes. But it's still, they've only given up 2 rushing touchdowns to the running back this entire season and 1 receiving touchdown. They've only given up 3 touchdowns to
So it's McConkey. So yeah, Tet or McConkey. That's close. So it's Waddle for sure.
I mean, Vegas is top 6 in allowing a 6th best matchup for wide receivers. I would find it very hard to sit McConkey in this matchup against Las Vegas. They're going to have to. And Bryce Young has only, let me double check, but I want to say the amount of times that he has not thrown over 200 yards is a little concerning.
Yeah, I was going to say, I trust Herbert way over Bryce, so I'd lean McConkey.
Bryce Young has played in every game besides one this year. And they still haven't had their bye. They have it next week. He's only passed for over 200 passing yards in 2 games. In 2 games. Even if he has to pass the ball, the only time he has eclipsed 200 passing yards is if he has had over 35 attempts. Actually, if you really want to look at it, he's had 45 and 55 attempts in the 2 games that he's passed over 200 yards. That's even if that happens, I don't think the Rams allow it. I'm McConkey here.
Yeah, I'm going McConkey also.
Yep.
Lock it in.
Waddle and McConkey. Okay, here we go.
I see J-Man's going with you on that one.
Yes. His injury, I agree with Stroud's injury, but I don't trust Tua. I couldn't trust, I don't trust Tua to score. Besides maybe a throw to Wandale or to Achane, but otherwise there's nothing happening. He can't make things happen. Zach, pick one PPR. Oh, I already said PPR. Great work, Topher. Neil, Bam, Myers.
Oh, that's ugly. Let's see. Let me eliminate one of the running backs. I guess I would go Bam over Neil.
Yeah.
But then,
Well, hold on. I need to look at who each of them are playing. That plays part of this into it. I don't have every week's schedule memorized. I apologize for letting you all down. Here we go. So Bam is playing Tampa Bay. Tampa. Tampa Bay gives up the 12th most rushing yards or fantasy points to the running back. Devin is playing Miami. They give up the 10th most. And Jacoby is playing Tennessee. Tennessee gives up the 4th most fantasy points to wide receiver. Even with BTJ coming back, Jacoby Myers has had at least 3 receptions in every single game this year. And ever since he's gone to Jacksonville, he's had at least 40 receiving yards. He's at 41, 64, and 50, which isn't great. It's not bad. But if it is PPR, let's see. Neil. Oh, okay. Here's my deal breaker. Neil has been getting more and more targets. Bam gets some as well. But I feel like Neil's going to get more, especially against Miami. I'm going Neil on this one, not just because I live in Kansas and I got my master's at KU. Devin Neal from KU. That's my.
Yeah, I don't mind going Neil. It's just I heard the whole scenario with what's that tight end, that 50-year-old guy,
Darren Waller. No. Juwan Johnson. No, Tyson.
No. Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill, yeah.
Yeah. He usually has big games when Kamara doesn't play.
Yeah. It was a very weird snap share last week where Taysom Hill had like half the rushes. Let me look it up. Taysom. That guy is older than me. Ridiculous.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to lean Jacoby Myers on this one just because Tennessee's trash.
Yeah, I'm going to lead Devin Neal because of the receiving and rushing opportunity upside. That's where I'm going with it. But I think Bam is the one that loses out for us. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I could get down with that one.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Here we go. Thanks. Sorry for confusing. Dude, you were all good. No worries. We all mistype things. We all have mistakes.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, you was going to say you always give me shit for not spelling words right.
I was just going to say Jamie is the walking mistake. Not but the. So you should be just fine. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Okay. Last one, full PPR. Theo Johnson with Dart or Juwan Johnson?
Oh, they're super close for me. I got them at 12 and 14. I got Theo a couple spots higher, but pretty much same tier. But I would lean probably Theo.
I lean Juwan because Kamara's out and because this is a game that they could actually probably win. They're going to pass a little bit more. Let's see. Juwan faces Miami. Theo. Okay, so Miami gives up the 3rd most fantasy points to the tight end. New England gives the 11th most up to the tight end. So that doesn't necessarily help. Her last name is both Johnson. So if I tell you to start Johnson, that should help. Consistency-wise, looking right now, Theo, since week 4, has had at least 3 besides one game, has had 3 receptions in every game besides one. But most of them have been literally 3 or 2 with a game of 6 and a game of 7. He's only had 3 games above 37 yards. Juwan Johnson has only had 2 games this season with 2 receptions. Most of his games, he has 5, 6, or 7 receptions. He has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games above 45 receiving yards. I think your floor is going to be better with Juwan Johnson. Theo Johnson has a better touchdown upside.
Yeah, I'm actually looking in the league. I have both of them in, and I am going with Theo. But then I looked at the consensus. I don't know. The consensus has almost everyone saying start Juwan, but I still believe Theo is going to be the man. So I'm against the consensus.
Yeah. So you're still going Theo?
I'm going Theo.
I'm going Juwan. So I'm glad that we can help you out.
If you're going to go with anything, go with the consensus, because I'm sure they're smarter than me. I don't even do rankings on Fantasy Pros, so.
Well, I do, but mine doesn't count until next year.
Okay.
Because you have to do a trial run for a year of, hey, you're actually going to do this consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do that, and it's authenticated on a website. So Zach is going to go Neil. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Absolutely. Okay. Full PPR tight end premium. Show up, please. Schultz or Harrison Jr.?
Tight end premium. Is it a half point, full point? Us, Jason. I'm guessing it's half.
Let's see.
I might have forgot to rank Schultz.
I mean, Schultz does not produce as well with Stroud in the lineup as he does with Davis Mills. He's had a higher percentage. He's had a higher percentage of success with him in Marvin Harrison. Has had, I mean, I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They both had 5 games above 5 games above 50 yards this year. They almost have the exact same receiving yardage, 497 for Schultz, 525 for Harrison, but Harrison has been out 2 games. Schultz has played all of his. And Harrison has 4 tutties. But it is tight end premium.
Yeah, it's half point. So I got Schultz at 9 points.
And Indianapolis does give up the 6th most fantasy points to the tight end.
So, so I got Harrison at 11.5. So that's 5 extra catches to get there. So, yeah, unless you think Schultz is going to get 5 more catches than Harrison, I'm going to lean Harrison.
Yeah, I'm still going to lean Harrison because I'm looking, even though it says Indianapolis gives up the 6th most to tight ends, they've only given up 4 games above 50 yards to the tight end. Oronde Gadsden went off on them for 164 yards. But since that game, they haven't given a tight end more than 4 receptions or 53 yards. They've only given up 4 tight end touchdowns the entire year. It's Harrison for me.
Yeah, and then I had Michael Wilson in my top 20, but now with Harrison back, I had to lower Michael Wilson down to around 30, and I put Harrison up around the 20.
Yeah, I have. Wait, hold on. I don't think that I didn't update my rankings since he was listed as a participant. So I do need to do that. Okay. I want to thank, Baker is playing. I don't have to decide between Tyrod and Gino. Yes, that is exactly
And I probably would have went Tyrod the way Gino's playing.
Yeah, I would probably have just curled up in the fetal position and cried. so okay, Ladd or Wandale, Teambone Smith. That is quite the name right there. Not judging, kind of more impressed than anything, to be honest with you. Let's see.
I know Wandale has a better matchup.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go Ladd.
Ladd against I don't think Wandale has a better matchup necessarily. I think
in the slot for him being in a slot.
That is true. Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'm going McConkey for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. I'm going McConkey there as well. Okay, people, keep bringing us your questions. We love to answer them. That is literally why we roll out of bed on these Sunday mornings, is to talk to you. And then I go and lay on the couch and watch football all day.
So I was deciding between Tyrod, that you just brought him up, Tyrod or CJ Stroud coming back.
Oof.
That's how ugly I don't want to start CJ Stroud, honestly.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have to go Stroud in that situation.
I think you're right there. I think you kind of have to. It'd be kind of bad. I don't know if I don't think I can trust Tyrod. Like, it's not great. Not great. Let's see. Who do I... Ooh, okay. Let me ask this. Quentin Johnston or BTJ?
Oh, damn it.
Right?
Yeah, because I don't want to say Quentin Johnston. But, I mean, I saw his route participation, man, and he's like number 1 in route participation, I believe.
Really?
And, yeah, he's up there, but he just inconsistent with the targets.
Yeah.
But I think he gets targets this week. Brian Thomas, man, I got them both outside my top 35. So
yeah, it's not a great play. It's not my favorite question that I have to ask this week.
I mean, both going against trash defenses. I would just do the upside of Quentin Johnston.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Let's see. You got any? I'm checking. I'm double checking all my leagues right now, seeing if I have questions.
Let's see. I know I was debating between Theo Johnson and Harold Fannin.
I'd go Theo.
Yeah, that's what I had in. Just, but then did you hear Tyler Warren has a stomach virus?
But he's in.
He is, but that kind of worries me, man, because what if he's in the middle of a play and he shits his pants or needs to leave real quick a bunch of times?
Yeah, and Houston gives up the 4th fewest fantasy points to the tight end. They have, since their bye week in week 6, they've only given up 1 week above 45 yards to the tight end, and that was Chiga Kwankwo. They even held George Kittle to 43 yards.
Yeah, that's scary. Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's see. Olave's in, Mayfield and Irving are in, Marvin Harrison Jr. is in, Tyler Warren is in. Those are the main injury question guys.
All right. I need to take someone out of my... with Waller back, if you had him in Dynasty, what are you willing to buy him for, and what would you sell him for?
Oh, God. In Dynasty?
Yeah. Like, let's say you're a contender and you need a tight end now that Waller's coming back.
A third,
You would buy him for a third. Okay.
maybe.
Because me and Kyle made a trade on air. Because I was saying I would sell him for a fourth. I would just get rid of him off my team.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, most of my dynasty leagues only go to a third.
Mhm.
So yeah, fourth easily.
So and then Kyle was like, "Well, I would buy him for a third." And then he looked at our league, his league that we're in together.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, we could do a trade on air right now." So he offered me a fourth round, which would be a late fourth for Waller. And I looked, I'm like, "Well, you just told me your hand. You said you would buy him for a third, so I countered for a third." And I kind of forced him to accept it because, he was saying he would buy him for a third, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm pretty sure you're in that league, aren't you?
In the FPC?
Yes.
Yes, I am. I took over a crap.
Oh, man.
Team.
My team wasn't bad.
I took over a bad team. So, there's only so much that you can do in that situation. Ooh, since Baker's in, I can sit down Cam Ward.
All right, so I'm looking to get Kamani Vidal into my lineup, and I need to sit either Malik Washington or Addison. I mean, I would sit both of them, but which one would you go for?
Malik Washington or Jordan Addison?
Yes.
I'd say Addison.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I hate to say that. Ugh, that hurts my soul. Gross. But it's the right thing to do.
All right, we got another question.
Ooh, nope, that's just a bot. Just a good old bot. Doing dumb bot things.
Blocked him.
Yes, proud of you. Do you start Waddle or Olave?
Oh, man. I want to say Waddle.
Yeah.
I think you have to go Waddle, man, because I have him top 10. I have Olave top 15, though, but...
Yeah, I have Waddle at 7, Olave at 10.
Oh, so you're even closer. Okay. That makes me feel good about my Olave starts. He is playing, though, right? Because I know he was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
All right.
Let's see.
Let me go to my 32-team league. Let's see if we can...
Ooh, okay. Chimere DK or John Mechie?
I'm going Mechie.
Okay, that's what I'm doing too. I'm alive in the Scott Fishbowl playoffs. I made it past the first round. This is the farthest I've ever made it.
Congratulations.
And so,
that's awesome.
You. So I'm working with it. I got a little lucky on my draft because I got CMC and Achan on the 1-2 turn, and then came back and got BTJ and Hunter. So that kind of crapped things out. But I also did get Jackson Dart. That has saved me a lot, and Kareem Hunt and Tet. So I'm alive. It's not the team that I thought would keep me alive. After the draft, I was like, I'm screwed.
See, like after the draft, I thought my team was awesome, but I sucked this year.
Yep. Here we go. Kyle Senra has been added to the stream. Kyle Senra, hello.
How you doing, guys?
Trucking through. Yourself?
Oh, it's been a great weekend. So much curling,
Good.
So much football. Those are my two favorite sports to watch. So yeah, gotta love it.
There you go. Got it all.
So with the curling, you just watch people lift weights, Is that what that is? They curl.
Those rocks are pretty heavy. They're like 40 pounds of granite. So, you definitely throw them more than you lift them. But, it was the Canadian Curling Olympic Trials. So, the two Canadian men's and women's teams that are going. The mixed doubles
There
team
you
had already
go.
been decided last year, but yeah.
That's a sport that I feel like I could have some fun in.
Yeah. Oh, curling's an amazing sport. It's so much fun to play, and I love watching it too. But yeah, great.
I've never played it before, so yeah. But I feel like it could be good stuff. It could be.
Yeah, it's like golf in that it's a very social sport. So yeah, for sure.
Yes, I can get behind that.
I'd say there's less walking. We do walk quite a lot. You're walking over the same sheet of ice back and forth.
Yeah.
So Kyle, we need a tiebreaker on a couple questions here.
Yeah,
what was the one? It was Tua or Strout? Was that J-Man's question?
I like Tua from a goal line guide perspective. The Dolphins have the second highest passing goal line grade of the week. It's the third highest overall score, and their score for their passing grade is 100. For their rushing grade, it's 71, and so that plus 29 for the pass is the highest disparity that favors the pass. So all to say, like, there's good touchdown upside with the Dolphins this week. You look at the Texans from a goal line guide perspective. 62.5 is the passing grade. The average is 79.2, so it's below that. It's better than their rushing score because the Texans have been so horrible at rushing inside the 5. They've been the worst offense in the NFL. They have 1 rushing touchdown inside the 5. And they've had 16 attempts inside the 5 and only 1 touchdown. So 6%. That's like the worst percentage I've ever seen, especially this far in a season, outside of like a team just being a complete zero. So like, yeah, I'll just say I like the touchdown upside of Tua better than Stroud this week. So I'd prefer Tagovailoa.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let me just
goal line guys available on Fantasy Pack every week. So
yeah, I read that every week, man. It's one of my favorites. That's what I use to cash in on my touchdown bets every week, and it hits almost way more often than not.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah,
there you go.
You guys go through any like surprise inactives? It seems like all the questionable players are actually playing.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Like anyone we thought like, okay, Marvin Harrison or Chris Olave or like all these guys that were questionable and like and that we weren't like were true 50-50s. Looks like most of them are playing. So yeah, a lot more players playing this week. I mean, no bye weeks too, so full lineups for everyone.
Full lineups.
Are there any other? You want me to like? Were there any other questions you guys were tied on?
Theo Johnson or Juwan Johnson? Which Johnson you grabbing?
Oh, they're both super close. Take a look.
I'll take both.
I do have Juwan a few spots higher than Theo. Betraying the Canadian, but yeah, I'd go Juwan.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think the consensus also had Juwan as a start, but I'm going Theo, man, because you know how much I love my athletic Canadian killer.
I mean, Juwan's a pretty athletic tight end too. He's not Canadian though.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that was that about it for the why is my
I'm just going through. Do you guys
scrolling that?
Schultz or Harrison and tight end premium? I think you guys said Schultz, right?
No, I think we would have said Harrison.
Okay. You trust him coming off the injury. I think that's just what's he going to do? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, we've seen how great Michael Wilson was doing. So
I guess Zach's going Baker over Tyrod. If given the choice between Tyrod and Geno, I would most certainly definitely take Tyrod. By the way, but yeah, I guess Baker playing, you don't have to.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Roger. And did you guys just get this question by T-Bone, Ladd, or Wandale?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we answered that one. Which one are you going to be going?
Oh, easily Ladd.
Yeah, that's what we said too.
I know, like, he's off the injury report. He's a full go, but I mean, Wandale was still missing some practices this week, so he was not 100%. And I like playing Wandale in a lot of instances, but I think Ladd will be a top 12 wide receiver this week.
I hope so.
I mean, I've got him at wide receiver 12, so that is my. Well, I'm guessing that he'll be in top 12, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got him at 11, so I'm right there with you. Okay.
I mean, Ali asking Yeah.
So, Allie, good question. We actually talked about this a little bit earlier, but let's dive into this. Yes, we are nervous about Rico.
It's a tough matchup.
Yeah,
Good game
definitely
script
tough
to get out of
matchup.
control too.
And then, what isn't Hubbard getting more work?
Well, Hubbard seems to always be their preferred passing guy. So if the game script gets out of control and they're trailing a lot, you would expect to see Hubbard snaps go up.
Which is probably going to be a game like that, you would expect.
What are they favored by? Favored by 10.5, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of I think Seahawks, I think that's the Seahawks Vikings is the highest spread, but Chargers Raiders is actually pretty high too.
Yeah,
I think I'm starting Rico in spots, but yeah, definitely nervous about him.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to avoid starting him at all this week. And then they have a bye. And then after that, they play New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Seattle for the fantasy playoffs. So I like 2 of those 3 matchups. I don't like Seattle, but I don't mind the other 2.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm definitely nervous for Rico as well. I think anybody following fantasy started to start Jaden Higgins over him, but nervous that's dumb. No,
I don't think
Higgins.
that's dumb. I think Higgins got some good upside. Are we kind of considering him the wide receiver 2 now on the Texans?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's had over the last 5 games, he had 1 target for 1 reception against Denver, but otherwise he has had 8, 7, 7, and 9 targets.
I was going to say, I thought it was 15 targets over the last 2 weeks or 16 over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. And he's had 32 over the past 5 weeks. He's had 4 or 5 receptions in most of those games. He's caught a touchdown in 3 of those 5 games. He's been a huge end zone target threat. Let me pull that up real quick because I was talking about it on my Wednesday show. Let's see. Texans utilization.
Yeah.
So Jaden Higgins has had since week 8 has had a 38% end zone target share on the Texans, which is fantastic.
No, and
that's high.
Skewed
that's higher
maybe
than
slightly because I think Nico Collins might have been out for a couple of those games, but they're using him, right? Like they seem to trust him, so it's a good sign.
Yes. Well, even overall on the entire season, Nico has 31% end zone target share. Jaden Higgins has a 27% end zone target share. So it's gone up as of late, but that doesn't mean that because Nico was out doesn't take that away. It just means that Higgins has been an end zone target threat. He's just getting more of that.
And there was parts of the earlier season where he wasn't operating as the wide receiver too. It was more Christian Kirk. They were even Xavier Hutchinson, right? Now that's flipped, and Higgins has become that guy. So, yeah.
Yes.
I like it. I like the play. So, yeah, I think Rico might be safer just because of the volume of touches, right? Like we do expect him to get a certain number of carries. Because here's the thing: like the Panthers, as much as game script kind of dictates you throw a lot, their key to winning probably is a run-heavy approach, right? Like at least to start, like slow the game down or speed the game up technically, but speed the clock up by just running a lot. Like, and to be fair, the Panthers have won a lot of games this year when they've had really strong run game. So I think the volume of touches makes Dowdle safer, but I feel like Higgins has higher upside. One of them's going to get a 20-point game. It's probably more likely to be Jaden.
So if you want to, if you want to look at simply just receiving what's going on here, Rico Dowdle has over the past 4 weeks, Rico Dowdle has 14 receptions for 110 yards. Over the past 4 weeks, Jaden Higgins has 14 receptions for, trying to do math on the fly, not my greatest attribute. That would be
Sorry, I'm trying to share this show
on
Twitter.
Is 14 receptions for 139 yards. So Rico Dowdle is literally 29 yards behind Higgins, and they both had 3 touchdowns in that same time span. However, that's just receiving wise. Rico hasn't caught any touchdowns, but he's rushed for 3. Higgins has actually only had 2 in that same time span. So I still go Rico, because just receiving wise, they're essentially the same. They're just 29 yards difference from each other over the past 4 weeks. So I think gut says Rico's been suffering, but he has been. But I think Higgins, I need the upside, so I'm going to go Higgins. I think I'm concerned with Higgins having the upside. He's only had above 50 yards in 1 game this season.
Okay, so you are still viewing him more of a safer floor because he's getting so many targets, as opposed to just a higher ceiling. Even with Stroud coming back.
Correct. Okay.
He's
had his best games without Stroud in.
And I might think that might be more coincidence. Like his rookie arc is taking him to he's just playing better now. I think it just happened in those games. It happened to be Davis.
Yes, exactly. He's getting that rookie trajectory, but I think
we're not downgrading him because Stroud's coming.
Yeah, but Rico Dowdle only had 6 carries last week, and the weeks before he had 25, 18, and 19. I expect Rico to do better than Jaden Higgins this week. Just based off of some recency bias and volume.
All to say, like, I don't think it's dumb to play Higgins. Like, I think there's a reasonable argument to be made. So.
I agree. I am playing Higgins in multiple places.
I've got him at least 1 league going as well.
Yeah. So it makes sense. It's not a bad play. I just would start Rico.
Like, for one instance of, like, I'm playing Jaden Higgins over Deebo Samuel. Just because, okay, it's a tough Denver defense. Jaden Daniels still isn't back, so having to go with the backup quarterback. But McLaurin may be coming back and stealing targets from Deebo. Like, that's a point where, okay, I'll take Higgins against the Bills over Deebo.
Yeah.
Just to give you an example, Ali, of where I'm thinking, like, that's the level where you start Higgins.
Yes.
Yeah, volume running backs. If we think Dowdle's going to get volume, then to your point, he probably is the strong. I guess it all depends. Do you think he's going to get volume or not, right? So it's just...
Yeah.
To project that. Jamie, is this a league you co-manage with Ali? Because I know you've got some of those.
No, I think that one we're good right now. I know we have Michael Wilson in, and we have Brian Thomas on the bench, and Deebo on the bench, and I'm pretty sure we're making the right move.
I'd go Michael Wilson, yeah.
Yeah. Because I got Wilson a few spots higher than both of them.
Was it 18 and 15 targets over the last 2 weeks? Like you don't go from that to just suddenly like 1 or 2, right? Like,
I mean, didn't Kendrick Bourne do something like that though?
Fair enough. I don't know if he got 18 targets. I know he came in and was like the 49ers.
So he had 11 targets, 9 targets, 2 targets. So.
Okay, so drop 7 from 15. That's still 8 targets, right? Like,
yeah, he had 15 receptions for 284 yards on 20 targets, and then the following week had 2 targets, 2 receptions for 14 yards. So it is possible. I don't love it
as injuries return, right? As Marvin Harrison's coming back, but like it's still questionable. Like up about an hour ago, we weren't even sure he was playing, so clearly Harrison isn't 100%. So,
absolutely.
Limiting his playing time. I still think you get 1 good, strong week of Michael Wilson.
Yes. I still think that Michael Wilson is a viable fantasy option because he is what is it? Because Jacoby Brissett's in.
Yeah.
I think him and Jacoby Brissett just have a different connection. I don't expect him to do what he's been doing, but I think he can be a competent wide receiver 2 the rest of the season.
Brissett's just throwing so many passes. So yeah, there's a lot of volume to go around. And a question from J-Man.
Yes. J-Man. Full point PPR. Gainwell, Mooney, or Pierce? Gainwell. This is pretty easy for me.
It's funny how you're talking about a backup running back, and like easily playing the backup running back over starting receivers, Topher, I wholeheartedly agree with you. So I do think Gainwell is the play, but it's so weird to do, but to just click it because he's producing a lot, and the Bills' run defense hasn't been good. I know I've been hearing that a lot of different podcasts talking about both Steelers running backs are playable this week. So I like Gainwell. I'm starting him in one of my RSO leagues. So he'll go Gainwell.
I am drinking some Kenny Gainwell juice, especially with how he's been getting more opportunities in both the rushing and the passing game. I have Kenny Gainwell as my running back 11 this week.
Oh, okay. Wow. I think I was going like 22, 21, and I was even thinking, is that too high for a backup running back? But I guess it's not.
No. I've Warren at 24, Gainwell at 11.
Interesting.
Just something tells me with the way that Kenneth Gainwell runs away with his opportunities lately, they're going to continue to lean on that, especially in the passing game. In the passing game, he's been exploding lately, and they need a secondary option behind DK Metcalf, and Kenneth Gainwell is turning out to be that.
Yeah, to be fair, like I've got Warren at 18 and Gainwell at 23, but that's half PPR. So in a full PPR, that gap would narrow too. Anyway, one of those leagues where I'm starting Gainwell, I am keeping Alec Pierce on the bench as a result of Gainwell. So yeah,
I have Pierce on the bench because they're playing Houston. I don't want to.
We talked about Houston defense this week on Dynasty Six Pack, Jamie.
Yep.
So do you like Gainwell as well?
Yeah, I got Gainwell in almost every single one of my lineups that I got him in.
My 12-0 team that's just dominating. No, he's nice to have as a bench there, but that's actually such a strong lineup that he struggles to get in there. But my 4-8 team, that is still a playoff team actually. So do need these points and these wins. Well, not even the wins. I just need the points. That's a league where I'm definitely playing Gainwell because that roster just isn't as strong. Let's also start 12, so you're going a little bit deeper too. But yeah, Gainwell's a good start, I think. Again, backup running backs, you don't necessarily have that much confidence in them. But to Topher's point, is Gainwell even the backup anymore? Or is it truly like a 50-50?
I don't know. Let me look up. So over the past 3 weeks, Jaylen Warren's snap percentage has been 46, 28, and 50%. Kenny Gainwell's has been 52, 63, 51.
He's playing more.
He's playing more, and it's not a little bit difference. The 4 prior weeks, Kenny Gainwell had between 34 and 39% snap share. During that same time, Jaylen Warren had 53 through 65% snap share. They're starting to trade that, and Jaylen Warren's going down. Kenny Gainwell's going up, and I think that's a trend you're going to continue to see because of what Kenny Gainwell can do in the passing game. That's when he's getting more passing usage, his snap percentage is going up. And I think against Buffalo, they're going to have to use Kenny Gainwell because they're going to be playing from behind. Hopefully.
Well, we'll see. Otherwise, the way the Buffalo offense was going last week, it wasn't so good. I know that was like a week and a half ago because it was a Thursday night game, but
yeah.
So Kyle, let me ask you this: are you starting Evan Engram or Darren Waller?
I think I'm going Waller because you're kicking my butt to start. So I definitely need the ceiling guy. Because to your point earlier about what we talked about Dynasty Six Pack, Evan Engram is a good he's a safer floor. You just get enough catches and stuff. But what is the projection right now? The projected score is 174 for Jamie, 145 for me. So if I'm going to be that far behind, I kind of need to just balls to the walls with Waller, hope he scores the 2 touchdowns. So I think I'm definitely playing Waller this week. My new investment that I traded for. Again, you can check out Dynasty Six Pack where Jamie and I literally completed a trade on the show. It involves Darren Waller.
Yeah, Jamie was telling me about that.
Jamie's like, I get free picks. Yay.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is Frank, everybody.
Hi, Frank.
He normally doesn't sit in here with me in the morning, but he was insistent that he came in here.
Frankly, it's a perfect time because we are about to end.
Yeah. Frank.
Hi, Frank.
What are you doing? He is often much more energetic than this. I think I woke him up from a nap.
He's the Mahomes Rice stack, Jamie. That got you 60 points, basically. Just those.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, nice stack.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's very rude.
I have my 4 players that I've played have 67 points. So it's, oh boy. Yeah, I definitely need that upside. I'm so happy I've got 2 games up on like as the 1 seed. So maybe I maintain a first round bye even if I lose these 2 weeks.
I am not doing so hot.
Oh yeah, that league. That's true. I think I did. Yes, I think I beat you last week in that league. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did.
You're only a game out of the playoffs, so
which is crazy because my team is not super good.
Well, it's weird because I'm at 10-2, and then like there's a couple of really strong teams. There's 3 teams at 8-4, but then after that, the 5th seed, which is Jamie, is 7-5, and then we get to the like. You know, right now the 6th seed is a 6-6 team, so 500 is enough to get you in the playoffs right now officially.
Yeah. So in my main dynasty league, we've already known who is going to be in the playoffs 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that much of a split between the top half and the bottom half.
Yeah. So the 1 through 6 seeds are either 9-3 and 8-4, and then the 7 seed is 4-8. Then we have 3-9, 2-10, and 0-12.
And that makes everything good, especially if you have a trade deadline. Everyone knows who's the contenders and the rebuilders. No one has to be kind of like stuck in the middle. So perfect clarity. I'm sure everyone's happy with that situation.
Sweet.
And there's only 70 points separating the top 4 scores.
So the playoffs, it's all the best teams in the playoffs, and like, man, you really want those 1 and 2 seeds because like in those situations. Like as a 3 seed, you're guaranteed nothing. Like you don't really get an advantage. Yep. You're playing a really strong team, no matter whether you're the 3 or the 6 seed. So like being the difference between 2 and 3 can sometimes be so marginal, but so impactful.
It really is. Okay, Frank, there's a big old yawn. Yeah, there's a big old yawn.
Ready for the episode. Oh, Ali apparently says Frank's adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Ali said, Frank.
Thank you.
Oh, my name's Frank. My name's Jamie, not Frank.
No.
Well, are you saying
you tried?
See, you could be a dog, Jamie, but we're not necessarily owning you, right? Like,
but you're not my dog. Ooh. Okay. Thank you so much for listening, watching. Oh, did I find the spot, Frank? Yep, I found the spot. Hey, Frank, do you have anything to tell the people? Oh my God, what was that?
Yeah, you asked.
I did. I was not. He normally does a little.
Great.
Hey,
all right. Nice to meet you, Frank.
What are you doing? Okay. You're just being weird today. Okay, so anybody else got anything to say besides my dog breaking everybody's headphones?
I think we're good. Go bet your A-chain touchdown and don't lose. Got to win your games, man. This is it.
Anytime touchdown specifically because the receiving chances are so high. Like I wouldn't want to bank it on either rushing or receiving. Get the anytime, and he has so many ways to hit that. That's a great call.
Yes.
Because I'm assuming the A-chain anytime touchdown is still plus money, right? So it's obviously probably better odds certainly than a rushing or receiving separate, but I imagine anytime is still plus money, so still makes it worth it.
Yep.
There we go. See, you said a little something. Okay, now you're shy. Okay.
Agreeing on A-Chan. Yeah, everyone loves A-Chan.
Yes. Okay, Jamie, sign us off.
Make sure you win because no one likes a loser.